Hello my dear students of class 5, hope everyone doing well. So today we'll discuss science chapter 2 animals lifestyle. So let us begin our discussion. So as we all know, animals are the greatest resource of this world. Animals in this world are capable of independent locomotion. That is, only animals in this world can move independently. So animals live in every corner of the world. So animals are also fascinating and joy-inspiring creatures of the world. So this is our first topic, habitat. So let us know first what is habitat. So the environment where an animal lives is called what? Habitat. So the habitat of an animal provides what? Provides food, shelter and suitable conditions to live. So different animals need different conditions to live, right? And also they have chosen different habitats for themselves. Such examples: the habitat for a lion is forest, desert for a camel, mountains for a yak, and water for a dolphin or many other aquatic animals. So there are 5 major habitats on the earth, and these are forest, desert, Polarisms and mountains, oceans and fresh water too. So first of all, know forest. About forest. So a forest is a large area of land, and that is thickly covered with trees and many plants. So forests also occupy approximately 1/3 of Earth's land area, and it is also found in all corners of the globe. So different kinds of animal species live in forest. So such as dance in forest provide shelter to which animal? To animals like tigers, foxes, lions and wolves. So trees also provide shelter to animals like monkeys and birds. So several small animals like rabbits, snakes, rats live inside whole cold burrows. So forest also gives shelter to so many animals, right? So there are some more, that is insects, variety of insects such as earthworms and termites. And they live where? They live on forest floor, that is mean on the ground. So now as you can see here in this picture, see their habitat of means their place of living. So now next topic is desert. So a desert is a dry and sandy region that receives very little rainfall. So desert also covered approximately 1/5 of the Earth's land, and it can also found on every continent. So desert is usually hot during the day and cold during the night. So desert animals also have special features to adapt themselves to live there. Desert animals have thick skin to avoid what? To avoid water loss through sweating. Because in desert there is less water, because there is very little rainfall now, so they don't get much water, so they avoid water loss through sweating. That is why they have thick skin. So now some reptiles hide themselves in the burrow during the daytime to stay what? To stay cool. So desert animals like camels can store water in their bodies, and also they are able to live without water for a long time. And there are few more examples such as scorpion, desert, tortoise, hedgehog, etc. These are some examples. These are some animals found in desert. So our next topic is So animals living in these regions have developed special features, and these special features help them to live there. So some animals found in these regions are polar bears, penguins, snowy owl, walrus, Arctic fox seals. So polar bears have thick fur and layer of fat under their skin to keep themselves warm. And these penguins huddle together to protect themselves from cold. Okay, so these are some animals found in this region. Now ocean. So an ocean is a huge body of salty water that covers almost 71% of our surface. So there are 5 oceans, and they are Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic and Southern. So ocean also is a home to a large variety of aquatic animals such as fish, whale, octopus, lobster, shark, jellyfish, dolphin and seahorse. So these are all aquatic animals. They live in ocean. So now next is freshwater. So rivers, lakes, ponds and streams are examples of freshwater bodies, right? So freshwater bodies provide a home to a variety of aquatic and semi-aquatic animals. So fishes are almost found in all freshwater bodies, and they are able to breathe under the water, which is already dissolved in oxygen is dissolved in water. So now amphibians like frogs, toads and salamanders make their homes in the river and rivers, lakes and ponds. And these amphibians like frogs, toads can also live in both on land and in water also. So now next is body coverings. So body coverings, these body coverings keep the animals warm and dry, and these body coverings also protect themselves from physical danger and help them hide from their enemies. So there are different animals have different kinds of covering. So let us know what are they. So first here is fur. So animals like yak, polar bear, sheep. So as you can see in the picture, there is a sheep, right? So they have what? They have fur or wool on their bodies, and this fur or wool, it protects them from cold and rain. Okay. So now next is scales. Well, you know what is scales? So this usually snakes, fish, lizards, crocodiles and some of the animals, they have this scaly body covering. Okay, so this scale typically overlap and protect their skin, and they are also generally very inside and safe. Also their arrangement. Now next is feathers. So bodies of birds are covered with feathers. So these birds' feathers keep them heat in and water out. Even this feather also provide insulation and also help in maintaining their body temperature. So now next is shell. So as you can see in the picture, there is snail and tortoise. So turtle or tortoise and snail have hard and strong shell to protect their delicate body organs. Actually, when they are in danger, these animals drag their head and fit into the strong shell, because this strong shell protect their body organs. Okay. So now we'll move to the next topic. and that is feeding habits. Now, on the basis of food they eat, animals can be divided into following groups. And what are they? They are herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Now first let us know what is herbivores. So some animals they eat only plants or plant products. They are called what? They are called herbivores. Such as examples are deer, cow, giraffe, zebra, horse, goats. These are the examples of herbivores. So most herbivores have sharp front teeth. With that teeth, they cut grass and leaves. And they also have strong grinding teeth at the backside. And that backside teeth that helps to chew the plant food. And there is some smaller herbivores also. They are like rabbit, rat and squirrel. They also have sharp front teeth and they are called rodents. So now next is carnivores. So some animals they eat only flesh and meat of other animals. These are called what? Carnivores. Carnivores means these animals eat only other animals, so they are called carnivores. Such as example is lion, tiger, leopard and wolf. These are the examples of carnivorous animals. So most carnivores have a pair of long pointed sharp teeth in the front, and with that sharp teeth they usually hunt and tear out flesh of their prey, means of other animals. Okay, so now these flesh eating birds like eagle, there are also flesh eating birds and they are like eagle, owl and vulture. They also have sharp beak and claws, and with this sharp beak and claws they actually capture and kill to their prey. Okay, then they also have keen eyesight to spot their prey from a height. So there are there are another example, that is snakes. These snakes also survive biting what? Biting living creatures. So but this snake cannot chew because this snake do not have chewing teeth. So these snakes only can swallow the food. Okay. So then next is omnivores. So omnivores are some animals which eat both plants and animals. These are called what? Omnivores. So human beings are also omnivores, and so are crow, bear, cockroach and dogs are also omnivores because we eat both plants and animals. So now our next topic is breathing organs. So all animals breathe in air, right? In order to what? In order to sustain our life. If we don't breathe air, means oxygen, so obviously we'll die. So during breathing, oxygen is inhaled, right? Means we take in oxygen, and carbon dioxide is exhaled, means we breathe out carbon dioxide. So different animals have different breathing organs. So first of all, know about insects. So mosquitoes, cockroaches and butterflies are some insects. So these insects breathe through a network of breathing tubes. Air enters the tubes through tiny breathing holes that are called what? That are called spiracles. So these spiracles present on both sides of their bodies. Okay. So now next is aquatic animals. So in these aquatic animals, they take oxygen through gills, and this oxygen already dissolved in water. Okay, Can you see in the picture that gills? Okay, so such as examples are what? Fish, prawns, crabs. These are what? These are aquatic animals, means they live in water. So now next is amphibians, but these amphibians are semi-aquatic animals, as I already discussed in the beginning. So means they live on the land as well as in water. So such as examples are frogs and toads. These are some amphibians. So these amphibians carry on respiration through skin and lungs. Okay, so when they are in water, they take in oxygen that is dissolved in water through their skin, but while on land they breathe through lungs. Okay, so next is mammals, birds and reptiles. So all mammals, birds and reptiles breathe through lungs. So we human beings are also animals, right? So we have two lungs, you know this. Okay, we have two lungs, you know, this is lungs, this is lungs. So we have two lungs. And how we take air? We take air with our nose. Our actually air enters through our nose and it passes into where? This pipe. This is called what? Windpipe. Okay, this air enter through nose, that is nostril, you can say nostril also, and it passes through windpipe and it goes to where? It goes to the lungs. And then this oxygen again it passes in through the blood and then it carried out to the whole body. Okay, so now next is movement. So animals' movements are usually based on where they live. Okay, so there are land animals, there are water animals too, but there are both, means there are animals like they live in land as well as water. So now how they obtain food, reproduce and how they protect themselves. So some animals they move very slowly, but they move very fast. And there are one more example. There are one example, like some birds fly from the north to the south during the winter months, and to escape from the cold. So there are different animals have different body parts to move. Now okay, let us know first land animals. So most land animals have four limbs, two in the front called forelimbs and two behind called hind limbs. Okay, so what is that example? You can say cats, dogs, horses, deer, etc. They have four limbs and two limbs in front, that is called forelimbs, and two limbs in the back side, that is behind, and it's called what? Hind limb. And there are reptiles like lizards, tortoises and crocodiles. They also have four legs, but actually they crawl, they don't walk. So since their legs are short, that is why their body remain close to the ground and they crawl. But we human beings use our hind limbs or legs to stand and walk, and we use our forelimbs or hands to do what? To do variety of work, such as what? Holding, picking or carrying things. Okay, so with our hind limbs or legs, we stand or we walk, and to do work such as holding, picking or carrying things, we use our forelimbs or hands, you can say. So now you can say aquatic animals. So most aquatic animals have fins or flippers that help them to swim. And there are some examples that fish, whale and dolphins have fins, which helps them to move forward and also keep their balance. Okay. And there are some more examples. There are sea lion, turtle, penguin and seal. They have what? They have flippers for paddling in water. So now next is aerial animals. So now what is aerial animals? So animals that can fly, they are called what? They are called aerial animals. Such as what? There are birds, insects and bats. They are called what? There are some aerial animals. Okay. So these animals have wings to fly, and these animals also have very light bones and feathers, and which help them in flying. So there are some flying birds, and these are pigeons, sparrows, crows, eagles. Okay. So these birds also can walk, run and hop. Now let us see flying insects. So such as beetles, grasshoppers, dragonflies and butterflies are some flying insects. Now about bats. Bats are the only one mammals that are able to fly. So you can see in the picture also. Okay. Now the last topic is migration in animals. So now this migration is the movement of different animals from one habitat to another. Okay. And such animals travel long distances in groups from one part of the world to the another. Some species also travel thousands of miles every year. And while some other species only can make only one trip just once in their lifetime. And there are some popular birds which migrate to India from where? From Siberia. And Siberia is in Russia. So they are such as what? Painted storks, Siberian cranes, flamingos, night heron, mallard duck. So these are the examples that birds migrate to India from where? From Siberia. Okay. And there are one more example, that is Arctic tern. That is a small bird. And usually from the North Pole, actually in summer, they flies all the way to the Antarctica. And where they go? Antarctica is in South Pole, right? And they go to the South Pole in autumn season. Again in spring, they flies back to the north to the Arctic region. It also it can flies about 35 km annually. Okay. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next class. So stay home and stay safe. See you.